I'm ready.
I'm going to tell you about the phone. No, I'm just kidding.
That's one of the issues.
One of the issues you're addicted to your phone, man. So we had
So,
you guys
Make sure you ask about the phone.
the phone addiction. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your screen time?
How many hours a day are you on your phone?
I don't know if he's going to
25.
25.
I don't know if he's going to tolerate 1 hour here without the phone. He's going to start shaking.
Start fidgeting.
I have people from church, from
Yeah.
tenants, from family, from, plus I talk.
TikTok.
Mm.
No,
No.
no
Excuses.
No, the good thing, he's a talker.
Mm.
So, and I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
the doer.
You're the doer.
Yeah, exactly. So
He's all talk.
he'll talk.
Rose mentioned something before the podcast. She said that Mexicans are interesting because they're more relaxed. They're more like, let's do it tomorrow.
Mhm.
And Argentinians are more like, today, let's do it
Hyper.
today.
Exactly.
Yeah. How's that been in your relationship?
Excellent. Here we are, 55,
Yeah.
almost 56 years.
But it's like
together.
it's like a balance. Is that how you feel?
Yes, I think in any relationship, if both are the same, they're gonna crash.
Mm.
That's why courting is good before.
Mm.
You have to know the other person well.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
in our case, it wasn't something. I heard some people say,
Yeah.
"Oh, the minute she walked into the room, I got I knew he was him. I knew he
Yeah.
was her."
Right.
That didn't happen to us. We were friends. We got acquainted with friends,
Okay.
and little by little,
Yeah.
we noticed each other, and we started.
The thing being Argentinian, I was very sociable.
Mm.
I work in the hospital, and then of course there was a lot of young people, ladies and boys, and I used to invite them, to my home,
Yeah.
and then cook for them, and go to the beach,
Yeah.
Socialize.
relax.
Socialize, right?
Yeah.
And you guys met here in California?
In California.
Oh,
yeah.
nice. Okay.
Yeah.
When did you realize you were in love with her?
Oh, it was funny because we were working at the same place, and when the new shift was coming in, a guy started talking about her. Nothing bad, but he was saying, "Oh, well, I gave her in those days, you don't know, guys, but in those days there were the big record players, the big
Okay.
disc, I don't know, 33, I don't know what it was, RPMs.
Mm-hmm.
I gave her I gave Rose this from somebody, and she got so excited with me and everything, and she took it really nice. And next time I want to take her out, and I'm going to do this and that. And I was, combing my hair on the other side.
Yeah.
When I heard him talking about, I came out and I told him off, said, don't talk about girls if you don't,
Mm-hmm.
if you don't know her well, or she's not your girlfriend
Yeah.
or something. And I went.
You were defending her. Yeah.
Defending her
Yeah,
in
yeah.
a way, so I got upset.
Got it.
So I went home, showered, and came back to see if she was in her apartment. In those days, no phones.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking
You go
about
knock on a door.
yeah, knocking on her door. And, in those days, we're talking about this was in the late '60s.
Wow.
No cell phones or anything. So because I knew her shift also, I knew more or less she would be home for a short time and then go to school. So I went.
You had her whole schedule lined up.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
yeah. I knew what she was doing and
Nice.
everything, and I went and when I saw her again, I knew it was her. I said, when you're young, you have some girls friends, and like she had boyfriends and things like that. But when I saw her, I said, she was unique to me. She was very unique, and I didn't fall flat right away, but it was a matter of treating her, being friends with her for a little while. So, it was time for me to say finally, I love you, my dear.
So you said, I love you first.
I said, I'm in love with you. To me, you're unique. She had this Argentinian accent,
Yeah.
and she was kind of different, innocent in many ways, She was naive in many ways. So, I love that.
Yeah.
When they're over you and da 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 da,
Yeah.
and they know everything. At least for me, that was something that attracted me to her.
What about you? When did you realize you were in love with him?
Besides me being handsome.
I think we used to work in the same hospital.
Mm.
There was a White Memorial Medical Center, and I was working as a nurse, and he was working. Summer. He was working doing some.
That's the thing. I came for a summer only.
Yeah.
I was at the
Wow.
university in Mexico.
Oh.
And for summers, I used to come, work, and then go back.
Oh.
You know, to pay for my
Yeah.
tuition and things like that,
So
buy
he did
clothes.
a
And
bit of
things.
everything, really. He has some friends that they were owner of some apartment, and sometimes we'll say, Armando, could you come and help me to do some painting? And he never did nothing like that because, you know, I mean, he was a guy that was, he didn't do none of those things. He went to college, he went to university, and he had a very good house situation with the parents. So he wasn't somebody that he will be painting.
I was not handy at all.
Or cleaning up. You know, he went to school. He went to college, university. So, and then he went to Mexico City, and he works. And
I was, you know, I come from a large family, a big family, 12 kids.
Oh wow.
So even though I was going to school and everything, I knew I had to work as soon as possible. So when I was 18, I actually finished my junior college at that age there. And then I went to work. While in junior, I took business. So I went to work in Mexico City at 18.
Wow.
And they put me assisting to the guy that was handling all the legal problems then. He was not an attorney yet, but he was going to school. He was learning a lot. And I was his assistant. So I learned to deal with especially foreign students and foreign teachers and things like that into the universities, getting their visas and things in order. So I had control on that. I had to visit a large. When you go to Mexico City, everything is those days was centralized, and like you're talking about huge buildings, people handling thousands and thousands of cases. No computers then.
Yeah.
A whole bunch of
It's all paperwork.
Yeah. So I was even I was young when I came here. I was pretty much knowing what's going on. I was.
You're savvy.
Savvy in a
Yeah.
way. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I just
So-
got back from Mexico City, and I believe that the people in Mexico City, they're known to be different than the rest of the Mexicans.
Yes.
They're known to be savvier, to be quick on
Yes.
their feet.
Yes.
Right. And so it's a
Yes.
skill that if you learn early, it can help you, especially in America.
Well, you have to learn it there
It's
if you want to
fast.
get ahead, because otherwise they'll take you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They'll take you. Literally, they'll take you.
Yes. You have to be smart there. You can just, if you go in a bus or something, they pickpocket you like,
Right.
nothing.
Even the kids. I mean, the
Yes.
children, they're 4 years old.
Yes.
They're already kind of
Yes.
like hustling. Yeah.
At 4 years old?
4, you see kids
Yes.
selling
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
the mom's giving them items to go, little knickknacks, and they're going on the streets and selling on their own.
So when I came here, my first job was in housekeeping. I didn't know, I didn't speak any English. So
Yeah.
and I was needing money. My dad had just passed away.
Okay.
And he actually asked me to quit Mexico City, go back to finish your university studies, and then go back again. I came back and he dies 3 months later.
Oh,
man.
And so I finished that year and come back here
Yeah.
without any money. I actually borrowed $100 to get here by bus.
Oh, wow.
You're talking about 3 days, 3 days traveling day and night,
Wow.
And
And
it
back,
was,
the roads right now aren't that good coming from Mexico City
in
back
those
then.
days,
There were no
horrible.
roads. Yeah.
And then I took the wrong bus in Guadalajara all the way to TJ.
Mm-hmm.
It was a second class bus. They used to go into every town
Oh, my
around.
God.
Oh man, it was horrible. By the time I got here, I had $5 in my pocket.
Jesus, yeah.
And a good thing my brother was here. Then we rented this room with a lady from the church, and that's. I was willing to do anything.
Mm-hmm.
So they said, "There's a job in." A friend of mine says, "There's a job at White Memorial," and it's going to be in housekeeping. I said, I don't care where it is. I just need to work.
Just work. Yeah.
Absolutely.
And this was right away.
You know.
So I took the job. But
How
right
old
away,
were you at this point?
I was 20.
20.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I said, right away I had to go into school.
Yeah.
I said, I found out where the school was. I had to learn English. So I went to school.
Yeah.
And a year later, I was being transferred. While I was in the hospital, they switched me to a surgery, doing the cleaning inside the surgery.
Mhm.
And I had to speak nothing but English there.
Got
He
it.
knew a little bit of English. Why? Because his older brother, he was a teacher. He was he used to teach algebra and English.
I knew a lot of words,
His oldest brother.
but I couldn't put them together.
Got it.
How old were you guys when you met each other?
I met him when I was going on 17, going on 18.
18.
Wow.
Oh.
Very young.
And you were 20.
I was about to be 20.
About to
I
20,
met him
yeah.
because through the hospital.
The
where
hospital
we used
through
to
that
work.
job, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I used to work, 7 to 3, and then I was going to school too, taking nursing
Mm-hmm.
at night and the afternoon.
Okay.
So my life was quite busy too, except on weekends. Yeah.
One day she comes and she says, Armando, I want to invite you to
Okay, you
I'm gonna have a birthday celebration. It's going to be my birthday pretty soon, and I'm going to have a small little party in her apartment.
Uh-huh.
But
four
we
or
had-
5 girls and boys.
First of all, we knew already. Okay, it wasn't.
We had met
it wasn't
already.
1 or 2 days.
Yeah.
No,
Oh,
we-
no, you're dating
Exactly.
already.
By then we
yeah.
had met already.
I
Mhm.
met
And
him.
then I said, oh, really? What day? So she says, oh, it's going to be such and such day. And when is your birthday? She says, on the 16th, September 16th.
Mhm.
I said, really? My birthday is on the 16th, too. And I got
Oh,
my license
wow.
and sure. And it says, oh, really? It's going to be yours? Oh, with much reason, you're going to have to come. So I said, sure, I'll be there.
Yeah.
So I was new here. I just walked in. And the minute I walked in, and at the door it says, happy birthday, Armando and Rose.
Mhm.
Oh, that's
Wow.
amazing.
Yeah, yeah.
And
You guys
then
have the
it's
same
like-
birthday.
Yeah, because I have a friend. My friend, she went to school to work. He went to school in Mexico.
She knew me, yeah.
So she knew him.
Mhm.
Yeah.
When I met him, I said, oh, I know those family. I know the family. They're very famous, the family.
They're
They are
famous.
pastors. They are nurses. Oh, I see. And so I used to rent a room because I got out of high school and I didn't have the money to pay an apartment or a home. So there was a lady, it was a girl in the church.
Mhm.
We got together, and so we started going to school, taking nursing, and my friend, she was already going to a hospital. She was working already in a hospital. She was very young, but she was working in St. Vincent Hospital in Los
Okay.
Angeles, and we used to live in. It was in L.A. I mean, I was raised in Glendale.
Oh, Glendale, yeah.
Yeah, Glendale.
All
But
the
then I-
Armenians.
well, a lot of
In those days, they were starting to come.
They're starting to come.
They're starting. They weren't as popular.
Right.
as
There were
now.
not as many.
You
as
guys were there
today.
already, yeah.
So what was the moment when you realized like Armando was the man for you?
Well, the thing is, we used to go because we were going to the same church. It's a big church, and there was a lot of youth people then. So the pastor used to take care of the young people then, take them to different places, to the beach or to
Parks or whatever. Yeah.
YMCA.
Socialize.
Socialize, go swimming, go volleyball, and things like that. We always have this hospital. I mean, this church was a big church, so they have a pastor for the young people, and they used to take care of the young people, take them out different places.
The
Yeah.
question is, when did you realize you were madly in love with me?
I think it was after, because we used to see them at the hospital. And in fact, we used to work together. We used to go eat in the cafeteria.
Oh, okay.
And the thing is, to start the story, I mean, when I got out of high school, I went to rent a room, me and my friends. Because
we were
went
neighbors.
out of high school,
Oh.
we didn't have money, so we went to rented lady, but she was about 80. She was a 7-day Adventist, very strict.
Yeah.
So the same lady was renting room. She had only 2 rooms.
Exactly.
So she rented to them the room next door.
Yeah.
And my brother and I were renting. And that's how I met.
That's ironic.
That's how you met her. 'Cause
Yes,
she was your
first.
neighbor.
Because
Yes.
it was, don't
And
forget,
then when I go to hospital,
And you saw her again there.
I'm sorry, it was,
she was working.
And at the church.
don't forget.
And at the end of the church, 3.
It was summer, so he wasn't living here. He just came from Mexico to work for the summer.
The summer,
Summer.
right.
For the summer.
So you were just living there for the summer, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. And he was supposed to go back to
But he stayed for you.
well, then he didn't want to go, and then the mom, it was so funny because they didn't have no phone, so she will call right away. I mean, emergency letters. Please come back to come back to school. Come back to school. You have to finish your school.
So I had to work out a deal with them.
With your mom.
What was the deal?
Well,
And you know what I used to say, Armando, go back because you have to, your mom is calling you. if you love me, if it's gonna last somehow. You can come over. I can go over there.
It'll
and
work
we
out.
can write
Will work out.
letters because we didn't have no phone then.
Yeah.
You know, and that's the way it was till he
So
finished his
I
school. He had to
stayed-
go and finish his school.
I
The
stayed,
mom was very tough, very
She
tough.
was adamant.
Yeah,
but she raised 7 kids, 7 7
12
men,
kids.
Yeah.
and 5 girls.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
Yeah.
she was tough on us. She said, "Either you come or I'll go and pick you."
And were you the
pick
oldest, youngest, in the middle?
No. I'm in the middle. Right
You're in the middle.
I'm number
Okay.
8.
Yeah.
Number 8. God.
So I have older and younger.
When I heard that, you know, I said, no. I would like him to be close to me. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, I said, no, but go back. I remember really well.
So, but I stayed that
to
year.
respect the family, you know.
Sure.
I said, go.
But-
If you really love me, you're going to come back. and
That's
I'm going
awesome.
to wait for you. That's
Right.
what I told me. It's going to
Beautiful,
take
yeah.
3 years because he was supposed to finish.
For 3 years. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I had to that year I stayed the whole year. Instead of going back in September,
Yeah.
Mhm.
I stayed until the following August. I stayed one more year.
Okay.
But she says, if you're going to stay see, my dad had just died. We had a lot, everything ready to build a house. So two of my sisters were nurses, RNs, and another brother and I were here working. So he said, let's get together, 4 of us. We're going to build you a house. And I says, really? She says, yes, we're going to send out all the money. You know, and the 4 of us got together, and sure enough, within a year, we got enough money to build her a nice 4-bedroom where she lived 40 years there.
All of those family very well educated. All of them
Yeah.
nurses, registered nurses.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
you know, the pastor, the father. I'm sorry, the brother, the oldest one. You know, he was a professor and he was a pastor also. So he was always raised with his parents was a minister, his father,
Yeah.
and then the nurse, there were pastor, nurses, you know, and
Right.
very very close to the church. Very close
So
to the
that
church.
the year I went, after that year I left. I went back to finish my last year
Yeah,
and come back again.
yeah.
When I came back, even though I had another scholarship at the university, they gave me 3 years to go back.
Mm.
And I said, I'll come back. So when I came, I asked her, to marry me.
Yeah,
And I
but
said,
the funny thing is where they live, they have a university, and so there's a lot of girls there, lots of people from Peru,
Was he
from
like a-
Argentina,
Wow.
and they think he was young, so
Yeah.
everybody.
Did the girls
was-
like him or what?
the girls because he was close by. You know, his home was very close to, so they will go and and so.
Nobody
somebody
liked me
told
there.
somebody told me, he said, "Oh, that girl is after." I used to work in the hospital, and my supervisor of the hospital, she had her niece in the
Same
private
university.
school.
Okay.
Over there.
Oh, so you had an
So-
in to
so
know
I
what's
knew
going on.
So she was checking on me.
Well, not me, but she was because they used to love me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
because
to protect you.
they protect me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I always knew it was her. I
Yeah.
always knew that I was going to come back and marry her and live life in the U.S.
Yeah.
Maybe going back, because I mentioned this to her. If I have to go back to get my scholarship, will you go with me? She says, yeah, well, I'll go with you. But that never, once I got here,
Yeah.
and my English got better.
Right.
I asked a transfer. I saw in the hospital there was an opening in the business office.
Yeah.
And that's what was my trade.
Mm.
So they asked me to come and and go into personnel and get an interview, and they would do my interview and test some things for me, and I came to personnel, and I was interviewed by the personnel director, and he says, I want you to start in the business office next Monday. This was about Wednesday or so in the middle of the week. And I said, great. It was inside already.
I was already working there.
She was already there.
I was in the same hospital.
Yeah,
I was working there. In
So
the fourth floor in nursing, and the business office was on the first floor. Yeah.
So they sign. They make me sign some papers and everything to do the transfer. I mentioned to the nurse upstairs in the operating room department that I was transferring. He says, "Where are you going to? Where are you going to?" I said, "I'm going to the business office." And she went, "You going to the business office?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "But you're housekeeping here."
Yeah.
I said, "Yeah, but I have education. I
Yeah,
have a background to go."
Yeah, awesome.
And she
Fun.
says, like, "Well, good luck." Like saying,
Sure.
I worked 14 years there. I became a leader number one there. I was representing the hospital in different legal
That's amazing.
issues,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and coordinating city programs and things like that for
Nice.
them.
You're like, I
How-
showed her.
I'm curious, how did you come to America? You're from Argentina, and so you came just for work or with your family, or were you by yourself?
No, and the thing is, when my mom died, I was very young. I was like 11 years old,
Mm.
and she was about 29 or 30, very young.
Oh, wow.
So what I did, because my stepfather, I didn't want it to stay in that place.
Mm.
I wanted to go
She was little.
So I was 11 years old. But I have, in Argentina, we have a very lady that was very close to my mom, very, very good friends.
A neighbor.
A neighbor. She used to come in the afternoon, about 4 o'clock, to have mate to drink mate with my mom. And so when my mother died, in that location, my mom's friend's daughter came from Buenos Aires to visit her. So when she came in, her mother told her, she's by herself in here. She's 11 years old. Why don't you take her to Buenos Aires? Don't leave her here because she's here with the stepmother, father, and the kids they were smaller. I was the oldest one. And my grandma was kind of far away to where we used to live. And so she said, my mom's friend said, I don't think it's a good idea for you to stay here. Go with my daughter to Buenos Aires, and I think it'll be better for you because, because of your stepfather. My real father was looking for me.
Who's looking for you?
When my mom died, he was looking for me. Who was him? One of the most rich people in Argentina.
Wow.
He was wealthy.
Very wealthy. But then I just said, I don't think he's gonna like me as a daughter. Probably I'm gonna have to be a maid in my mouth,
Oh.
Yeah. So
You were
I
thinking about that as an 11-year-old.
Yeah, I was
Wow.
living there. Yeah. Why? Because I didn't have that communication with him, So
Right.
of course, he wanted to take.
So you went to Buenos Aires with the lady.
Yeah, the lady was there. In the meantime, I was going to school very close by, and so the mom said, "Take her, take her," because they are looking for her. My real father.
Your real father,
was
yeah.
looking for me, and so I said, So I didn't want to go with him anyway. So I said, "Okay, I'll go with Rosita
Yeah.
and see." But she said, "But Mom, she's only 11. What I'm gonna do with her?" In Buenos Aires, I am a nurse. I work full time, and my husband, He used to work as electrician.
Electrician.
And so she says, I don't know if I'm going to be able to take care of her. And the mom said, take her. Take her, will be better for her to get out of here.
So she moved to Buenos Aires with this lady, and then you go to
it's going to be such a long life, long.
No, somehow she gets in touch with one of the neighbors or close to where they living. This wealthy family for Argentina needed a babysitter, and they met her.
Yeah.
And they, they kind of hire her. She was only 10, 11 years old.
I was about 11. Well, by the time I got there, I think to this family, I think I was like about 12, going on 13.
Okay.
In this family, they were Italiano Argentino, and they had two little ones, and they said, well, maybe she can help us because she's small. She's 11 years old, so what she can do is take care of the babysitter, the two girls.
So you became a babysitter at 11?
Maria Pia and Maria Sol.
And they later on they discovered that she was good cook. She knew how to cook well.
How old were you when you started cooking?
She was 11 then.
11 years old
12.
cooking. Wow.
I love that. Oh, those people, they love me because, I bought a book and I read it.
You learned all the recipes.
And I was cooking.
Those people, the lady she was a professor.
Yeah.
She didn't like cooking. Know how to clean to cook anyway.
So you took care of all the house responsibilities, sure.
Well, especially the cooking and the two little girls. What they wanted me is to take care of those two girls.
Yeah.
Maria Pia, Maria Sol, they were very small. They were like 4. The other one was like 5, something like that.
Somehow they decided to move to America, the family.
Oh.
And they asked her, will you go to America with us? Because they had the twins, the little girls, were very attached to her. And then, she's only 11 years, 12 years then.
Wow.
And then she says,
such a quick.
I know. And then she says,
but I was, when I came here, I was in Buenos Aires like 3 years.
By then
you were like 13, 14.
But because I was such a good cook and it was like a family. They never saw
you different
as a daughter,
right?
Like a daughter.
So
and so when the professor decided to come to United States, she was very. The husband and herself, they decided to come to here because the father the husband used to have own car dealership in Buenos Aires, but it didn't work that well. But the wife, she was a professor, so when she came here, she validated her
degrees. Sure,
yeah,
so she could
teach. She was very smart lady.
She went into teaching here at one of the universities or community colleges. So
you stayed back after the family came.
So
and when they brought her.
I decided, they wanted me to come to United States.
But when they brought you legally. Everything was done legal.
No. Yeah.
No.
No. Well, yeah. No. What I'm going to say is when I left to Buenos Aires, I didn't have no paper, nothing. I just came with Rosita.
Yeah.
Just to get away from it. And so what happened when they wanted to come here, I have absolutely no papers.
Yeah.
So those people were very rich. And those people, she was a twin lady, and she was married to a military guy. So they were able to find me all the papers from the town. Everywhere.
They have government ties.
Yeah. Were you named after Rosita?
No,
her name's Rose as well, right?
No.
Rosa?
No, she was Rosita. No.
What about your dad, who was looking for you?
Well, he didn't know where I was going.
Sure, yeah.
No, because I took off before he came.
Later we learned that he was like a playboy type of guy. They had kids around.
Yeah, got it.
And I don't think he ever got married, really. He had. So
he had lots of children.
Yeah, not a lot, but some around
here and there.
Very multi-millionaire guy.
Yeah, he's wealthy.
Yeah, very wealthy.
As time, she came in here legally here.
Yeah.
When I met her, I came with a tourist visa. I hope not nobody from my is listening.
No, those
And
people.
Our listener base is strictly ICE.
Yeah.
So good
hope
luck
I-
after this.
I hope
No.
But when I married her, she was already a legal resident.
I came at
So
15 years old. There's
Right.
nobody that's going to come back here. 15.
So you married her for the green card or
Look
what?
at this. Look at this. Look at this. Nobody is going to come to the United States being 15 years old
Yeah.
and no paper.
Yeah. Yeah.
But they fixed everything.
For
Why?
you.
Because they
Mommy, I
they,
have
they were
I have news for you. There's about 10 million kids here without any papers.
no, but you're not coming from Buenos Aires all the way here.
Sure.
I mean, Tijuana, you can come here
No,
every
no, no,
day.
no. People
But
come from-
I came from
People-
Buenos Aires
no,
to here.
Kids
so-
come from other countries, El Salvador,
But what they
Venezuela.
What they did
This
is
was in the early 60s?
This was in the mid-60s.
Mid-sixties.
Mid-60s?
Uh-huh.
So in the how many Germans were in Argentina?
Oh, great
quite a
question.
few.
Quite a
A
few.
lot.
Quite a
Especially
few?
the southern.
A lot.
the
Was there a
southern.
guy with a mustache
Ah.
right here?
No,
I've heard stories.
no.
To this day, you go to those little towns, and
Yeah.
you find still some people, German
No, no,
descent
this-
or
Nazi
French
descent?
French descent. Yeah.
Yeah,
So there were a lot of Germans in Argentina in the mid
Yes,
60s.
especially in the south.
To the southern. To the southern.
Especially
yeah.
in the south.
But the one like in Buenos Aires, there was Italiano.
Italian.
Rambo.
Right.
Really? Okay, yeah.
Italian.
I heard a lot of Italians
Yeah.
and Germans came after,
But I
obviously,
was
World War
very,
II.
Yes,
I was very
yes.
lucky because whenever I went, wherever I went, it was such a open way for me. The way that
Mm.
people helped me,
Yeah, that's amazing.
The Germans,
I think that no, they
Oh,
were not
you're
German, they
talking-
were Italiano.
Italians.
Yeah.
Germans would never.
Mussolini.
Then she
no.
comes to America,
Yeah.
works with these people for a while.
Mm.
Then she has
With the family you were
with a
talking
family,
about. Yeah.
We
you
came
know,
here.
and she
Everything legally. Okay, everything legally.
So
Emphasize that.
No,
I don't believe you. You
Show
gotta
me the-
prove it.
show me the
with all
papers.
the papers and everything.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know.
The one that was illegally working was.
No.
But
no.
anyways,
I'm saying that because what a wonder that they did that for me. Because I didn't have no paper,
Sure.
nothing.
no, but what
But
you,
the-
you don't know. I work in the government in Mexico. When you're in the government, you have access to everything. You know, they probably
Sure.
went there or sent. You know, in those days, send a telegram or something, and they can find her papers right away and send them.
So
over.
she's
It's okay.
17. She's 18. Let's say you're 20. You guys meet. You come here for the summer. She's from Argentina. You live across from each other. Go to the
Yes.
same church. Work at the same hospital.
Yeah.
When did you ask her the question to marry?
Probably was about 6 months, 8 months afterwards.
Wow.
Whoa.
We started being
Yeah.
friends and socializing at church with other kids, and
Yeah.
we used, like she's saying, we used to go to the beach as a group.
Mhm.
Yeah.
In those days, from Boyle Heights to
The
Santa
beach was,
Monica, it
yeah.
was easy.
Yeah, yeah.
Now it's going to take you hours to get there, but in those days we would just jump in the car and go and have fun and come
I
back.
was very busy always. I was working in the hospital, taking the school, going to school at night from 6 till 9:30.
Young.
You know,
Looking
we
back,
don't-
Like
at,
at
looking
my-
back at all these memories, how does it make you feel now, 56 years later?
it's like a dream because the thing that we went through, which it wasn't bad because everything, I think the Lord always
provided,
you guys, yeah.
provided.
Everything.
Yes.
because for now here in this country to be multimillionaires, nobody knows. Not too many people knows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We are
Doing well, yeah.
Yeah.
very well.
Don't ask me for a loan, guys. Okay.
I need a small loan of $1 million.
You know,
No, no.
right now yeah,
What's
it's
been the
But
key
when-
though? Yeah, for 56
Working.
years.
Working hard.
Two things,
Mm-hmm.
like she's saying, working hard and seeking God's blessings
blessing.
on you.
Exactly.
You know,
always.
in some other places they say karma.
Yeah,
Karma will get to you. The Bible says everything the man plants or seeds, that's what he's gonna harvest.
It's beautiful.
You know, and that's what it is. I mean, we're not saints, but we've been going through life in a very honest way.
Yeah.
working hard, doing good to others.
Yeah.
She has, many times I say, my wife has a heart bigger than my wallet because she wants to give everybody, she wants to help everybody. When we go to TJ, when we go to Argentina, to other countries.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One day,
God helped me, and it was such a blessing in the way He took care of me so wonderfully. So what can I do? If God provided so much to me, I was able to help people,
others.
Buy them a car, buy them some people from church in Tijuana. There's so much needed, so I go there, I buy them a car. The other one I buy another car, and I take them food, clothing.
We have a family that we sponsored in TJ. We met them in Guadalajara, actually, and a very young couple. They had only one kid, and we sponsored him to go through, actually finishing his high school, then college, and then into university. Now he's an engineer.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he used to work for the company that makes the tires for General Motors or some of the, even Tesla. He's making the Teslas in TJ.
Yeah.
But he was doing really, really good, except that his wife is sick. She has some kidney problems.
Yeah.
At the point she was expecting, and they asked her to have an abortion. It's just, again, religious people. She really prayed a lot.
Yeah.
She seek advice from a doctor. She was naturopathy field, and they gave her special diets. The baby was born normal.
Wow.
And now we're sponsoring the kids into college. The girl is going to college now. She's going to be a nurse like her.
Yeah.
Oh, she wanted to be a nurse. She always said, she called me Tia.
Yeah.
And Tia, she said, I want to be like you. I want to be a nurse.
But
and she was I met her when she was 2.5 years and a half.
The good thing is that
and I asked, she always say, I want to be a nurse. I said, well, you can do it.
Yeah.
You can do it. So
the good thing is that she graduated with the honors, only 2 years here in the USA.
That's amazing.
Yeah, with a GPA 4.5, which is excellent.
Yeah.
And the little one,
smart people.
very smart.
Yeah.
The kids.
Yeah.
The kid went to school after the first 6 months or so.
Yeah.
They sent a letter where they wanted to test him because they think he's a gifted kid with so they did some test on him. He's getting a special education. And
I'm curious, when we were having dinner, you mentioned 56 years together, you were still addicted to her. What about her makes her addicted?
She still is my right and left hand, and she's everything to me.
He is not.
She is like like every couple, you go through some ups and downs,
sure.
and when you're down, you say, oh shoot, but when you're up, the good, the bad times.
The way he was raised with the family, with the mom, and they have 7 sisters.
Yeah.
So
5 sisters.
I went to visit him when he was finishing the school.
Yeah.
I was a nurse, so I said he will come almost every day. He will write because he said, I want to come over. Oh, he says, can you come over? I said, no, I don't want to go because your mom, she's a very strict lady, and I am your girlfriend, but I don't think it's good for me to go there.
Yeah.
It was so funny. But anyway, I did. I met her, and I met her sisters. So
before getting married, I wanted her to meet my family in Mexico.
Yeah.
They liked her. She did.
What do they think about her being Argentinian?
What?
I was going to ask this. So I know that there's some hostility between Mexicans and Argentinians now. I don't know how it was.
No, then it wasn't, and especially in that campus, we had some Argentinian teachers, and we got along with them.
True. Because they used to live to this university very close.
Yeah. So when I remember those days, everything was in by letter.
Yeah.
So I came here back again. I started working. By then, we already had set a date. I came in June, and I said, I love you so much that we're going to get. I'm going to marry you soon.
Yeah.
As soon as the new year comes. So we set a date. for January 24
He
on that
used to
year.
write every like 3 days or 2 days. I used to get the letter
Oh,
almost
yeah.
every day. So, but I was working as nursing, and then in the afternoon, at night, I used to go to school too.
Yeah.
And then I had to write down
Right for him, yeah.
for him because almost
But
every
by
day I had to write.
by
him.
then I'm already here,
Yeah.
and then like you're saying, Argentina's and Mexican.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
My mom, I wrote to my
tension.
mom and says, I'm getting married. I already
She didn't
set
want
up a
it.
day.
She didn't want it.
What-
She was against the marriage.
Yeah, she wrote back to me.
You know what? Let me tell you. She wanted to marry everybody their own people.
Mexican.
They didn't want
That's
no
what the-
Argentinian, no Venezuelan, no nothing. Just
That's what when she wrote back.
Mm-hmm.
She says, you know, moms, and she goes, my heart tells me that she's no longer living, so I can say anything. But anyway, she says and she didn't know this until she passed away.
Yeah.
She wrote to me and it says,
Oh wait, you didn't tell her.
I didn't tell her right away. No.
Wow.
I'm going to tell you why afterwards. But anyways, she wrote to me saying, you know, my heart tells me that she's not the right girl for you. She's not Mexican.
But
She's
can I
going to
say-
have to learn.
Can I say something?
No, mommy,
He
let me
was
say
going.
this.
He was going with the Peruvian girl.
No. Forget about
Another
that.
one. She didn't want. She didn't
No.
want her either.
She-
She was a nurse already.
Mommy, the Peruvian was already here.
Oh, no, after.
no,
She
the
was
thing
in the school. In the school, she would.
was
You
she-
met
what-
her over there.
See how different we are.
No.
No,
Wait,
but
wait.
she
So
said-
you gotta clarify. So what's going on with this Peruvian girl? This is
She was
before.
already-
No, this was before I met her.
They-
Oh, okay.
No. Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
The Peruvian
What's
was
happening?
before.
Yeah, but when I met him, the girl he never told her that he has a girlfriend here, so she came.
Oh.
Yeah, she finished university. Yeah, she came. She was looking for him, and one day I was sitting in the church, a big church, and there she was over there looking, you know,
Looking for
but
him.
looking for him because it was his girlfriend.
The,
Girlfriend.
the Peruvian was a special girl for me, but she was not the one. But she
Yeah.
was not the one.
Interesting.
You know.
So you're saying your
Yeah.
mom was against that as well?
My
'cause
mom
she
was against
Peruvian.
mainly. No. My mom was against me marrying her mainly
Argentinian.
because of the culture,
The culture.
the food, and
The
you know,
Germans.
the Germans. You know, nothing of that. And what I was going to say is that later on during the days, and she didn't know nothing of this then. And during the once we got married and started our marriage life together, she was her favorite daughter-in-law.
Wow.
You know, she used to give her the best dresses, the best perfumes. She didn't know.
The thing
She didn't know.
anything
I didn't.
about it. Otherwise, I would not give her nothing. But I was
The best
you know,
purses,
It was
you know.
natural, and when I went there, she was very. She behaved very
Yeah.
nice.
Very
She was
nice.
very nice. She got me one day to walk less. She needed to go to the tailor,
Mm-hmm.
do something about it, and then she said, "Would you come with me?"
Yeah.
So I went with her, walked with her,
Yeah.
and she was talking about what she expected of their kids, you know, to marry maybe the same
That's when you found out.
people, you know.
Yeah.
And so, you know, she knew I was Argentinian,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
somehow she, I don't know what she had about the Argentinian, but it had to be good because the thing is, you know, all of the people, the teacher, professor, they were from Argentina, most of them
Mhm.
from schools, you know.
Mm.
But anyway,
Interesting.
Mm.
What do you think has allowed you guys to still be in love with each other? Besides the hardworking guy, I understand, but like, are there habits that you guys have that you both embrace?
Yes.
Mm.
Every day we study our Bible. We have faith
Mm.
in the good Lord, and that He's leading our lives, no matter who we are or where we are. And every day from the day one of the first, I remember one of the first times we were doing our worship. We didn't have our sound yet. We decided that we were going to be at least try to be close to God,
Mm.
read our Bibles every day, and to help on any church projects. And we were living in a one-bedroom apartment, a small apartment, and we say, at least at least we're going to help with $1
Mm.
to if anybody asks or things like that. So our devotion to God, knowing that anything we do or say is going to be with us or against us, So that's how we raise our son too, from the very beginning. From
You have one child?
one child only.
One child.
We have
And-
always helped people, always the family, my family, his family.
But
So, sometimes I wonder, I said, God, how do we did this really? Because, we were able to help our family. I bought my sister a house in Argentina,
Wow.
the other brother in Argentina, help people to go to school, another one to go to school, and right now we are teaching. And sometimes I wonder but we work hard, very hard.
Yeah.
when I told you I was working at One Memorial.
Yeah.
One day the boss came, a new boss that I had, a new manager. He came in and when it was payday, he just fired me. I said, why? I said, what did I do? I says, well, the problem is that you're doing too much.
Yeah,
and everybody is ignoring me. You're the boss here. Everybody ignores me. I'm in my office by myself.
Yeah.
Nobody comes and asks me anything. You're here. You're running the show. I don't want you here. He gave me my check. I checked and left.
11 years he was working there.
And by then, again, God is leading all the time, because by then I had just gotten my real estate license, and I came home all sad. When, I walked into the office, walked into the home, and she greeted me, and I guess she knows my face, and she says, "Don't tell me, you got fired." I said, "How do you know?" He says. And she was so happy. I said, "Oh, God,
No, I saw the thing that he brought from the office, little things.
All stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then
I was happy.
I said, I have my license. I can work for another company. Another company hired me right away. I had actually 3 companies after me, and one of them I decided to go and work with them. They were doing hospital management, and we had a contract with one of them where we were going to be West Coast, then nationwide, then international. This was with one of the large hospital companies, and they were giving me a car every 2 or 3 years. A lot of benefits, but I had to do traveling. And she said, no, I don't want you. So I worked with them only a few months.
Yeah.
And when the time came for me to transfer to another hospital, our little one was small. I said, she says, you have your license. Go into real estate. Real estate in those days.
Yeah.
Now I see the rates at 6%, 7%. People get scared. In those days, it was 18%.
What?
18%.
18%.
18%.
18.
And 20 the conventional loans. FHA was 18.
Right.
But the home prices
home prices
were
were
also
so
prices
low.
were low.
Yeah.
So anybody can just buy
So
cash.
compensated for
But,
it.
but still for the people,
Yeah.
because they were so used to 4 or 5%.
Yeah.
But how?
So I'm working.
No, the thing, we have a friend. We have a friend from Chile, and the girl from Ecuador. What happened? He got his license too,
Yeah.
and as a real estate.
As a real estate.
So I told Armando, I said, why don't you do the same? Get your license. You can do that.
So I got my license practically right away, because again, being used to studying things, I was still young. I got my license. I went into real estate, and she says, we figure with her salary, because you go into and you don't see money until
for a
the
year
next
or so, yeah.
A long time.
several months.
Yeah.
So
but Armando, you were working in the hospital, another hospital, remember? In the meantime, he got his license. But quite a few people came here, I think, from real estate, knocking at your door, and to buy property. And I told them, no, my husband does have a license already. And so they said, oh, he does? Well, maybe he can come to our office, him, to work.
Yeah.
I said, well, he works in the hospital still.
By then, I was with another company, so I switched to this company in Norwalk,
Oh, okay.
and I started working with them, and she was in the hospital.
was
She was helping me
encouraging, yeah.
also, passing my cards.
Yeah.
So I was getting some referrals from her,
Oh yeah.
and I started working, and I started selling and selling.
Yeah.
And here I see some offices closing in those days,
Okay.
and some of the guys leaving the real estate.
Yeah, the game.
And he didn't like to knock door. One thing he
Door
said,
knock.
I'm not
Door
going to be
knocking,
knocking
cold
door.
Yeah.
I never
I'm not
door
gonna
knock.
be doing this.
Really?
Yeah.
No.
So he never did
always-
an open house. But you know what happened too was that I work in the hospital, and I had to translate.
Mhm.
There was quite a few Spanish people that had to translate, so the doctor will take me there, and that's when I got quite a few referral to buy
By
houses.
speaking to them,
because they were renting, and you to say, why do you rent? Don't
Mhm.
rent, try to buy.
Yeah.
You know,
So-
so I encouraged quite a few people to make it. He was Rookie of the Year Nacional.
Oh wow.
Yep.
Nacional.
National. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
National.
Yeah, he was.
For 10 years, I was on the top 10.
Oh wow.
And for 10 years, I was either number 1, either number 2, or number 3.
So you worked as a realtor for how many
Realtor.
years?
By now, 40 years.
Oh, you're still doing it?
No.
Well, no.
little bit,
by
yeah.
now,
Yeah.
no.
What
40
brokerage?
years. Wow.
40. Just COVID, when COVID started, I dropped.
You
and
stopped.
I said,
Right.
forget it.
What
my
brokerage was it?
First, we started with Real to World,
Real to World.
and
Oh,
then we turned into Pacific States Realty. There's
Okay.
still the offices in Downey.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, my son still works
real estate?
with them.
Nice.
With them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there was
And-
time on real estate that was pretty low.
Mm.
The
Yeah.
good thing
Yeah.
about it is that work in the hospital, and I used to encourage the people to buy instead of renting.
Yeah.
Right.
So I gave him quite a few of them.
That's awesome.
So much that
But-
he was Rookie of the Year. He went to Las Vegas. There were 51 states down there, and he was Rookie of the Year. All those people, there were about 5,000 people there in
Whoa.
Las Vegas.
That's incredible.
And,
Good
and
climb.
then one day, he didn't even know that he was Rookie of the Year.
Oh really?
Well, no,
So-
when I got there, it's
Yeah.
a convention. You just
So-
Oh, you
Right.
show up and yeah.
So they came in the front, and they said, some people how much houses they sold.
Yeah.
Another one how much you listed.
Mm.
And then I said, well, that's funny because Armando have been doing real good. How come he doesn't have on the
He's
best?
not up
on-"
there.
Yeah. And then now come the best
Yeah.
of the night. Rookie of the Year.
Yeah.
And we didn't know who was Rookie. I didn't know who
Yeah.
was Rookie. of the
Yeah.
Year.
Yeah.
So you
And
found out
they-
together,
And they
yeah.
put the light,
Uh-huh.
because this one was big. It was about 5,000 people
5,000.
Yeah.
from all the state. And then he had a light. So I said, well, I guess he didn't do nothing.
That's
And-
incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then the light, everyone went never.
Yeah.
And he says, now we have the Rookie of the Year nationwide. And
they placed my picture on a big screen.
That's
And
incredible.
It's Armando Ruby.
Yeah.
So what?
Yeah.
So he was all like this
Yeah.
going up because this one was really far.
Mm.
You had to walk.
Yeah, he was nervous going up
But
there with everybody there.
Yeah.
How often do you guys think about past memories together?
Not too often, but once in a while we do.
Not too
We-
often, though.
no, but
why?
we-
Why? How
I
come?
do. Sometimes when I go to bed, I say, God, give the thankful for everything what happened. So
Mhm.
I sometimes
And-
remember when I was little.
Do you mind
what
pulling your
happened.
mic towards you?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
But
I do think about it, of course.
Yeah.
Because, because
Yeah.
when so many things happen.
and
Yeah,
if you
but-
ask us, time went fast.
Yeah.
Mm.
You
Time
know,
went
I
fast.
could, I mean, and for young people listening out there,
Yeah.
life goes quick.
Right.
You know, what are you going to do it now? Do it now and do it well and do it right. You know, God is going to guide you one way or another, even though, even if you trust in God or not, anything you do, it's got to be done well. It's going to come back at you someday. All these years that I work in real estate, like she was saying, I didn't want to be knocking on doors.
Mhm.
I used to do some phone canvassing, what we say, call friends, call people, and things. But then, what I was trying to say is that a lot of these people that I sold, probably would come back to me in the
Referral
next
base.
years.
Word of mouth, yeah.
Yeah, word of mouth. Recommend people, and even now that I'm retired, I get calls from the grandkids
Yeah.
of many of those, that
Wow.
sold. I used to get calls from the kids.
Yeah.
Now from the grandkids.
Yeah.
I'm semi-retired because I pass them on to my son,
Yeah. Yeah.
and he takes care of them. Or sometimes I go on the first or second visit to see the properties and things like
Another
that.
thing too, sometimes like in real estate, they will work Saturday and Sunday.
Right. 7 days a week.
And so I told Armando, on Sunday is the day. On Saturday we keep Sabbath, so we don't do nothing. It's the
I
best
never
day,
worked on a
the
Sabbath.
best day on Sabbath,
Yeah.
but we never touch
Yeah.
it.
That was a rule amongst you
That
in
was
the
the
house.
rule.
Yes.
So on Sunday, so you went to the office, nobody was there. Nobody.
Mm.
Just
On
him
Sundays.
and me.
Yeah.
Calling
Calls.
the people that from the hospital. From
Oh.
things
That's
like that. Quite a few
incredible.
I gave him.
Yeah, but
I gave him quite a few of them.
but again, going back into those days, a lot of these guys that were working in my days,
Yeah.
a lot of them had to leave the business. Either the license was taken away, or they got in trouble legally and things like that. That's why I'm saying
Got it.
you do things, do it right,
Yeah.
do according to what is the law,
Yeah.
and
It'll come.
anything it will come back at
Back.
you.
Yeah.
People will look for you.
What's your advice for couples that go through a lot of challenges and adversities? Like, what's been the secret? Like you said, there's been ups and downs, right? So how did you overcome adversity together?
With patience,
Patience.
and love. Love will help you conquer many things.
Mm.
And now, on young couples, especially when you have kids, and you realize how much you love those kids, and they love you. Your dad is the only one. He could not be replaced by anybody.
Mm.
Your mom could marry the king or the wealthiest man in the world. He's not your dad.
Mm.
He's not your dad.
Right.
So try to protect by protecting your marriage. You protect your own kids also,
Mm-hmm.
and that's why our world is so messed up. Marriage is a sacred institution given by God to us, so we have to respect that and treat it as it is, as sacred. And it's not easy. You see a girl, you want to marry her, and it doesn't work. We take our movie stars and things like that, our role models. They're not. They're all messed up.
Mm-hmm.
Either one,
Yeah.
they end up with kids all over the place, and all these kids are affected. That's why you see their kids having mental problems or emotional problems. You're the only one who can provide for your own.
Mm-hmm.
You're the head of the house. You're a man. You're the head of the house. You have to see that your wife is happy. Sometimes you have to swallow your pride.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you have to do what she wants.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have to bend over a little bit.
But as a
When it comes,
as a mother, I think I was at home most of the time because
Yeah.
he used to
Yeah.
be, working.
and she
So
helped.
I had to take care of my only son.
Yeah.
I wanted six kids.
You wanted
Six
six kids?
kids.
Yeah, I wanted 6 kids because I was here by myself. I didn't have
Yeah.
family, so I only had Carlos.
Medical reasons
I
prevail.
was able to. I
Yeah.
was very lucky just to have one son really.
But-
I thank
and but-
God for my Lisa and
Yeah,
Carlos.
by God's grace, we have raised an excellent
Yeah.
kid.
Yeah.
But we have raised Carlos with a lot of caring, a lot of love, and the same time too, because he's by himself, he liked to be independent a little bit too. Even when he went to school here, very close by, and I used to bring your friends over, so you can come in and eat with them. So
The mo-
there
the
would
mo-
come
the-
4 or 5 kids there. So I wanted to meet him. I wanted to know who
Yeah.
the kids
Who
were.
he was hanging out with.
Obviously, mom's role is
Yeah.
indispensable. They're the ones who deal with the kids.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And then he decided that he wanted to go to a private school, which is about 6-8 hours from here, because he wanted to be with friends. He wanted to have relationship,
Yeah.
which I accepted it. I said, I think it's good.
Mm-hmm.
So we went there, and beautiful places, and the beach was right there. Volleyball, basketball, which Carlos
What school
likes.
did you go to?
Well, he used to
Monterey Bay.
go to GAR here, but then he went to Monterey Bay Academy in Monterey, California.
Mm.
Then he came back to Cerritos for a little while, then to Fullerton.
Oh.
Then he went to Florence to do his master's.
Florence,
in Italy
Oh,
to
wow,
do
that's
his
cool.
master's.
So he was like
You know.
Argentinian, a little bit independent, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's more Argentinian than
Yeah,
Mexican, or
yeah,
what?
Because Mexican, they want to be close, you know what I mean? So
Family.
we are like
And
that.
we
But
and we
of course I used
support
to
him on
cry,
on,
you know, cry
Yeah.
on
because
anything.
to leave him over there, you know. I was crying all my way when I left him, but I knew that was good because he needed to have, you know, a good relationship with kids.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, so that's why.
With
But
peers.
also we knew that the way he was raised, he was going to do well.
Right.
You know,
You had
and he
confidence
has
in that.
done, and he has done exactly that. He's an excellent teacher, in Bible. You know, his faith and the faith has sustained us a lot. Not only our home, but my brothers and sisters, and we've seen many other people
Yeah.
that have, because God teaches us how to have faith in Him, also respect others.
Mm-hmm.
100%.
And to how to raise our kids. If you know, one of the main things the Bible talks about Abraham, Ibrahim,
Yeah.
is how God says, I know for a fact that He's going to send His kids after me too, to obey me the same way Abraham is doing it, and that's a model for us. Some people reject religion like you know,
Like the plague.
like a play or something.
Yeah.
Oh, that's only for grown-ups. No, it's for you, the young ones.
100%.
Yeah. You know.
What was the hardest part about raising your child?
Actually,
Sorry, real quick. I wanted to bring up a point to your last question. I asked this question to a family member. They're not at that point 56 years, but I think they've been together for 35 years or something. And I feel like that's still pretty strenuous, right? That's a long time. And so I asked them the same question, and their take was that they live for each other. So the husband lives for his wife, and the wife lives for her husband. And since they're constantly thinking about each other, that's how they made it work. What do you think about that?
it definitely it works. Definitely, that's the way it is.
Yeah, that's the way it is.
No matter how many, when you're young and you go out there, or she
Yeah.
goes out and she has a handsome man, and
Yeah.
you go see a lot of beautiful girls.
Yeah,
Your wife is your wife, and you have to respect that. No matter what.
right.
You know, and that part is when you're young, especially, might be difficult for some girls or some guys, because now society demands, different deals. But you have to always have in mind that you belong to somebody,
Right.
and that somebody depends on you.
Then that's something that I think I see in our generation, this idea of like extreme independence, where even if you're with somebody, you don't necessarily need to consider them in your decisions or in your life. And I disagree with that. I think if you're with somebody, they're a part of your decisions, they're a part of your life. But that's probably also why the divorce rate's also increasing, right? Because now you're living for yourself only, and this person is just like a piece of me. Yeah.
Exactly.
Our society changed so much now
Yeah.
that they just live together. Like, hey, you see a girl,
Yeah.
date it a couple of times. Hey, come and live with me,
Right.
and the girl will come and live with you. And it's not just you and her.
Yeah.
It's your family and her family.
Right.
And they miss the opportunity of having a wonderful wedding, doing the right way. This is a special occasion. When you go to the church, and you're not supposed to see your wife or future wife for 24 hours.
Yeah.
And then when the doors are open and the music plays, and down the hall you see your girlfriend coming in, radiant and smiling.
Yeah.
People say, "Oh my goodness!" You don't miss those days. When the families, those are ties that stay with you forever.
Right.
Not only between the couple, but between the families also. And you marry not only a girl, you marry her family.
Right.
But we're growing in a society that they don't care. Even the parents don't care.
Yeah.
She already she has a boyfriend. She goes like this. No, that's why our society is being messed up a lot. We have to go back
You're right.
to the
yeah.
old traditions that were the ones working with us.
Yeah, I received some advice the other day, just arbitrary advice, and I don't know if I agree with it. They said the only thing that should matter about your relationship is that you care about that person, not necessarily that the family cares about that person or the family's thoughts on that person. And I was thinking, I'm like, But at the end of the day, your family is going to give you their opinion of your wife or your girlfriend, right? And I'm sure what your mom was saying at the time, maybe it didn't derail you from marrying her, but you probably thought about it. And I think opinions always infiltrate people's minds, right? And I think it's important.
Well, in my case, I had to take a stand.
Yeah.
And I said, Mom.
Yeah.
Mom.
She didn't know
When it comes to
it's one thing when you talk in person when they don't know you.
when it comes to, I had to tell Mom, when it comes to somebody that I'm going to live with, it's my decision. I have obeyed you on anything else.
Yeah.
But that's my decision. Because this person is the one that I'm going to live with
every day,
sleep with, eat with, have kids with, and she's going to be, and this is what I decided. And she was not too happy, at the beginning. Again, she didn't know.
I went to see her one time, but for her, she wanted all the kids to get married to, their own thing, But then so many people, one of them got married to somebody from Honduras and the other one from different, they didn't pay attention to all of them, but
no,
most of them were married.
We didn't. My oldest brother married a girl from United States, the other one from Honduras, another one from here from California. So when it comes to a decision like that, you as a man have to stand and defend your girl,
right?
And to say, this is the girl that I love. I love.
The mother was very strong.
I'm not going to marry the one you love or you like,
right? Because they're not living with them every day.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I always respect her. Every time I was there to visit them.
No, the relationship was very good between them from there on.
Just time and patience, like you said, right?
With the mom or with the sisters.
Yeah.
And I need to respect.
And I don't think I told her about this letter until she passed away.
You kept it a secret.
Well, a secret in a way because I didn't want to affect her way of, it was between my mom and I.
Right, yeah.
And I saw her many times come in with a nice dress because she knew we were going to go and visit. So look. And she would buy 1, 2, 3 dresses, purses,
I have always
perfumes.
been like that. I would never like to buy somebody just like
completely on her own.
To get him, no way, never.
Yeah.
But I am like that all the time. My kid that I have in Mexico, I have it everywhere. I gave him a house over there, another house, another car. Because it comes from my heart.
Your heart,
yeah.
So what God has given me so much, so. Why not to give to somebody that needs it?
Absolutely.
And that's the beautiful thing, right? You can give without the expectation of return.
No. Never. Don't do that. Never. Sometimes it works for the good.
Yeah.
I remember one day there was a family that while here we helped them a lot, and then they moved to Michigan. Yeah, Michigan, somewhere there. And one day I went to visit. I was with another friend. A very close friend of mine, again on a church trip, and then the friend that we had there had an old beat up car without air conditioning, and we're going to go to Battle Creek, another city, and it was hot and humid, and we started going, and said, turn the air conditioner. I said, I don't have air conditioning here. You don't have air? No, and. One of the windows was open. Roll up the window. No, it doesn't roll up. It was all beat up.
Wow.
I said, come back. Let's turn around. And my thought, the first thing I said, let's go rent a car. I said, and then I said, let me go and check with my friend and see if he knows where I can rent a car.
Yeah.
And I went back. And the minute we drove into his driveway, he comes out with the keys. He says, I know, it's too hot. Go in my car. I said, how do you know? I knew you were not going to. So I said, don't worry. We're going to fill up the tank, and I'm going to give you some money for the rental. Don't worry about it. Just take it. I says, you have done many things for me. At least I can do a security in my car. So I took the car that day.
Yeah.
So comfortable.
Yeah.
Then So I said, sometimes little things you did here and there,
Will come back.
but they don't. I mean, who cares?
Yeah.
As long as you're fine.
Right.
Well, I want to go back to the question. What was the hardest part about raising your child?
The environment, the different things that that normal kids go to, it's even worse. But you have to watch them, what they watch. We have to be careful with the avenues of the soul, we call them. Your eyes, your ear, your your mouth, your nose, your touch. Things like that on the kids. You have to protect them and give them the assurance that you want the best for them to be better human beings in life.
Yeah.
And I don't want to, I usually don't brag about anything, but I want to brag about my son today.
Yeah.
He's an excellent man. Decent,
Always give them.
courteous, honest, religious, he shares. He doesn't, if you're a very poor person or a very wealthy person, he'll treat you the same.
It's incredible.
Yeah.
Exactly the same.
That's the way.
It doesn't matter. I said, sometimes I take him with me to visit or somebody, and sometimes I do teach and give private lessons on Bible and things like that. And then the people ask me, send your son. My son is better than me. I said, I made it. If my son is better than me, I made it.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah.
He's a good kid.
Yeah.
Very good. Very loving.
But I do worry about young people nowadays. The way times have changed so much, the way technology has so much.
Yeah.
You have to be extra careful. I see little ones with their tablets,
The iPads,
and things like that.
No.
And they're an excellent babysitters, but you're ruining their minds and their
Yeah.
I have a friend that the minute the kids comes into the house, they have to move out, turn the TV on with the games.
Yeah.
And 2-3 months later, 6 months later, that I went there, the kid was wearing huge glasses because he couldn't see anymore, and everything. But he still was playing. I said, how can I? By then, the kid was already in his early teens.
Yeah.
And he was you cannot, and you lose them.
Yeah.
You lose your kid. Life is too short to
But instead of
not teaching them.
Instead of having so much, have some friends, go do some playing, do something different, do some puzzles, something to
Spend time outside.
something different,
Our generation, and I have friends all over in Mexico and here, in my generation, it was much cleaner, different. We used to go to the field to, play, do play silly games at home with the neighbors and things like that.
Right.
Things have changed so much.
It's more interactive.
So if times are worse now, you as a parent have to prepare more
Right. Yeah.
than my parents prepared for.
It's more
us.
work.
Yeah.
And that's what people are afraid of.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
The work.
But
I wanted the 6 kids, but really. But the one I have, I'm sure if I had 6 kids, it would be the same. Carlos, such a nice, caring.
I sometimes.
Even, he asked his independent thing. I know it was given to him.
Yeah.
Because it was good for him.
Yeah.
And so he was there 3-4 years, but we used to go like every 2 weeks maybe. Go and see him. It was about 6 hours.
Oh, wow. You drive up there.
Yeah. But then the same campus, they have like hotels, so we used to just stay there.
Stay at the
and
hotel.
then there was a friend from Argentina. She was a teacher, and so since I was Argentina, she said, "Oh, come over, Rose, come on, eat with us." And because she was from Argentina, she will call Carlos, come and eat with me. Instead of going to the cafeteria, sometimes it's repeated, the food, for the kid. So she was Argentina, she did different food, and she will call Carlos to come over.
What do you say to people, young couples, who don't want to get married? They may love each other, but they just say, we don't have the means to provide. We're not financially there. What do you say to those people?
We went through that. Remember,
You got married when you had nothing, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I came with $5 only, and for those once we committed to get married, then we were seeking extra work, double times,
Just to work a double.
Yeah, we
That's the
work
worst.
doubles in the old days was very common, and save your money and concentrate in your future. This is the future you want to start with someone. Sure, life now is more expensive and things like that, but planning, get it together, go with the numbers and plan. You have to plan.
I used to work in the hospital, and sometimes I used to have 2 days off, and sometimes I will take an extra or work a double.
And this
But then I have also a very dear family that helped me to go to school, private school. So sometimes I will go with them, even when I work full time in the hospital. I used to go and work for them too. Go and clean their house. They have a huge home, 2-story home,
But-
4 or 5 bathroom, and those are the people that helped me to go to school, private school.
Yeah.
So to be thankful to them, I
Yeah.
used to go there, and I used to go. Sometime Carlos was so small, I would take Carlos with me.
Yeah.
And sometime I would put him someplace.
Planning is the key of the game. Planning.
Planning.
Sitting together. This is a biblical principle. The Bible says, you sit, you want to build a tower, you have to sit down and go over the numbers and figure. This way, people say, that will be good testimony to me, that you've done something planned with my blessing, and you're going to do it. Again, we have left the religion outside of our lives, and you cannot live without. One of the main necessities of the human being is the harmonious development of your physical, mental, and spiritual. 3 things you have to have.
Yeah.
If you're lacking one of them, you better seek them.
Right.
But you definitely need. If you have a couple now that wants to get married but they cannot afford it, sit down and plan it. And see your relationship as holy.
Especially if you have kids, you have to give them their time. I mean, we used to work full time, but Carlos was always. I used to be cooking, because then.
The mic.
We didn't have.
Yeah.
Oh,
There
I
we go,
thought
yeah.
the.
Yeah, there we go.
We didn't. We didn't. I mean, we work hard, and I used to sometime on my day off. I used to work at double, or. And I
Or triple?
No. The family that helped me to go to school, sometimes they say, "Oh, Rose, could you come and help us?" It's huge home,
Yeah.
huge home. And I will go, sometime on my day off, I will go and clean up. They used to give me like $200, which is like $400 right now here.
Yeah.
But then I will go home and really tired, but I was happy to do it.
Yeah.
The question
and,
more.
And
is-
plus the family were so good to me that somehow I wanted to go to help.
His question was more like a couple now that wants to get married, but they cannot afford to live
Yeah.
together.
To live
And one
together.
of the best incentives is go back to school,
Sure.
get your
Yeah.
degrees,
Get education. Yeah.
Get education. I have a couple now in my church that the kid came and the mom actually came and talked to me and says, this guy wants to get married. He's barely 18.
Yeah.
The girl is 17, and she talked to his parents.
Mm-hmm.
He says, I want to get married, and then where are you going to live? Here in my room. I'll bring my girlfriend in my room. And the mom says, your room? No. You have to work. So anyways, she couldn't convince him much. So she asked me on the side. She says, why don't you talk to them and see what advice can you give him? So one day at church, after church service, she brought him over, both of them.
Yeah.
I said, she brought him, and then I said, bring your girl. So she came in, and I set him in a pew there, and I talked to them. I said, congratulations, I heard you guys want to get married. They've been dating since they were little ones, 10, 12 years old. By now, he was 18 and she was 17. And I said, I heard you want to get married. He said, yeah, I want to get married. Oh, good. And I had a piece of paper with me, and I said, where do you want to live? and by then he already knew he couldn't live at home. So I went over on the
Places,
expenses,
Yeah.
on the expenses, your apartment.
Help
You
to
want,
plan.
yeah. You want to eat? Yeah. This is how much it's going to cost you to eat. This is how much. You want a car? You want this?
What was the total bill?
Yeah, the total bill was several $1,000s, about 4,000. In those days, was about 4,000.
Yeah.
And they asked me the same question. Then what do you suggest? I suggest you go back to school.
Yeah.
You have to get your education.
Learn how to make more money.
I think when you
And-
decide to
and-
get, go ahead.
And the good thing, they're smart. They were smart.
They went back to school.
They could do something.
They went back to school. I was surprised. The girl
Yeah.
had more eyes, and she was the one who planned. She got dropped out high school. He was a dropped out, and she was already in college.
Yeah.
And so she talked to him and convinced him to go and get his GED, and then go into college. They just graduated with a master's, both
That's
of
amazing,
them.
yeah.
Both of them.
That's incredible.
That's awesome.
In the last 3 years, they have traveled practically all over the world.
That's amazing.
And
They're married.
They got married.
Wow.
Yeah.
They didn't throw a fancy
Sure.
wedding
You don't
Yeah.
need
because
to, yeah.
because they wanted to travel.
Right.
And on their honeymoon, they went to about 3 different continents.
Yeah.
And
Wow.
and they're doing excellent. They haven't bought a home yet, but that's my next goal, to convince them to buy a home.
Yeah.
But you see them now radiant, happy,
Yeah.
both families happy to see that they made it. And
I think when two people decide to get married, God blesses them.
yes,
And that's the whole test, right? It's a test of faith. If you just have the faith,
Yes.
God will provide for you. There's no way you're going to be on the street. Like, God's not gonna, not take care of you. And if you're struggling, then just figure it out.
and the devil has mistreated the sanctity of marriage.
Yeah,
With now, you can marry, divorce, marry, divorce, marry,
Yeah.
divorce.
it's a game.
Or you want to marry your boyfriend.
Yeah.
If you're a boy, you can marry your boy, or your girls, or
Yeah.
you can marry your cat if you want to. I mean, marriage is a sanctity.
Yeah,
It's the two institutions. When you, for any of those people that have a Bible at home, read Genesis 1 and 2 and 3. When God created this earth, He created man and a woman.
sure.
The man was made of dust. The woman was made of one of His ribs.
Yeah.
She is part of me. She is part of me. It hurts me when she's hurt, and I'm happy when she's happy, And when they got married there, that's forever. That union cannot be separated unless it's by death. That's
So that
the
do
only
us
thing.
part, yeah.
The death do us part.
Sure.
That's the way it is. I mean, and that is going to bring make your life stable, and your kids stable. I have a mom, I have a dad.
Yeah.
I heard a kid the other day. He says, "My grandma has a boyfriend."
Grandma should not be allowed to have boyfriends. I agree with you.
But
No more boyfriends after the age of 45.
But the mom was divorced. The grandma was divorced.
Yeah.
And then now she wanted and
That's
then
crazy.
and then
The grandma was
see how you're ruining the kid's mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Already. In his mind, if my grandma is divorced and then she can marry again, no. And I guess going back again, two institutions. One of them, the sanctity of marriage, and the day of rest. The sanctity of the day of rest. God says, of the 7 of the week, you have to take 1 day of rest. I want to have a relationship with you. That's what God is telling us.
Yeah.
And He gave the 7th day, and you can Google what's the true day of rest is, and even AI will tell you it's the 7th day.
Yeah.
Your God says, "Give me 1 day," and I want the 7th day, the Sabbath.
Sabbath.
Yeah. For us, to this day, for the Jews, and for many people around the world, we one of the secrets why Adventists live longer, and this I heard from another religion guy, is how we rest on the 7th day.
How you eat.
We
Are you
forget.
Seventh-day Adventist?
Yes.
Yeah.
And then how you eat.
Yeah.
God gave us a list of things on Leviticus 11th
Yeah.
of animals that you can eat. People eat snakes and that all kinds of meat, No,
There's
there are
different-
clean
if you-
animals and unclean animals.
Right.
Sure.
And what you eat, that's what you are. We treat our cars better than
Yeah.
we treat our bodies.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
and it's actually more important. We have to be careful on how we live, how we teach our kids to live. You give a kid sugar and and let him eat anything, his temper is going to go way up.
Yeah.
If you could go back in time in your life, would you change anything?
In my life, yes. When I was young,
Ask me the question.
Yeah, what would you change? The question for both of you.
guys.
Yeah, both of you.
guys.
I would change it for Julio Iglesias.
she would change me for Julio Iglesias,
A singer,
a
right?
singer.
Just
Yeah.
kidding.
Well, she would change the Peruvian girl.
No. I wouldn't change her. I would, I'm old, and I would say, I still tell her,
So
Even-
in your life in general, you were saying that there was maybe something when you're young.
yeah. When you're young, sometimes.
Yeah.
I remember, in my case, my dad had just passed away.
Right.
My mom was far. I came to America, and I was for a little while. One of my brothers, older brothers, that was here. He was already married, and he came to talk to me, and he heard me because he wanted me to stop doing what things that I was doing, and things like
Blasphemous
that.
things.
Yeah, and he said, and I was stubborn. And just I having fun.
Yeah.
I enjoy
Living
it.
life.
And he opened my eyes and says, these things are going to destroy you. You things,
Yeah.
and you're my brother, and I want to, he tried to convince me and said, you do with your life, and I do with mine. You get rebellious on your own. And it was a short 2 years probably.
Yeah.
And then, but it hurt me the most is to see my brother left crying. He left crying. I said, oh, shit.
Good thing that when he
you
was
know.
single, because I didn't see that.
No, I was single. No. Once I made up my mind to marry her,
It was done.
and and one of the things that attracted me the most, she still is beautiful, but she was very pretty.
No,
I remember
I used to work. I was a good cook. Because
Yeah.
I used to love.
she was
Trifecta.
I was
The
very,
cooking lady.
I was very sociable with kids. I used to have a lot of friends,
Yeah.
boys and girls.
yeah.
Invite them out.
I like her. She was so innocent in many ways, and she was a beautiful, well. Well-formed body.
Now I have like 40, 60 pounds,
Yeah.
but I was very small.
No,
Yeah.
she was
The waist was very little. I used to. I was very hard. for
barely
me to
18,
find-
19,
to find
and so
a
pretty.
dress.
I said,
To find a dress, it was so hard. I had to, because my waist was so little.
Yeah.
Even when I got married, I wanted to get a dress for the wedding. I went so many places. All of them were too big.
Oh.
So they
Yeah.
had
Her-
to make
her waist was
make
very
for me. You
Oh,
wouldn't even
the
believe
tailor-made.
I'm so
Yeah.
fat now, but
No,
yeah,
no.
very
I mean, it's been
little,
55
very
years.
little. Yeah.
Do you feel like you guys are in love with each other's things that you don't like about each other? Do you feel like you're in love with that as well?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
How's that?
Well, you accept somebody. You don't expect to marry somebody that is perfect.
Right.
She has defects, and I have my own.
Mm.
He has
You know,
more than me.
but
But you guys
probably-
feel like you're fully in love with that as well.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. And as time goes by, you love the person more.
You love the person more.
More. Oh yeah. Your love has to grow, not diminish.
Yeah.
The love has to grow.
But how do you make sure the love keeps growing?
Yeah.
The
The thing is,
Yeah.
like Armando's so much different than me. I'm very active. I get up early. I have to do everything. And sometimes I have problem with him because he stay in bed. I can get up at 6:30. He'll be till about 9 o'clock on the phone.
Or reading. I love reading.
Yeah.
Reading.
And
or-
so sometime I want him, could you come and help me before it's so too hard for me?
Mhm.
Help me outside too. And sometimes I had to struggle to do that.
But
It's not easy. The good thing that I'm so active that I have to be doing something.
But
you know.
even though I'm
So-
lazy, you still love me, right?
Well,
Let me think
She has
about
an
it.
answer.
Let me think
we
about
have
it.
we have done so many things together
Yeah.
that takes that together within, because we were able to do with the help of God so much,
Yeah.
really, that when I asked, I said, well, so, and then my son, I wanted 6, but there's only one son. My son is such a dearling
It's precious
to
to
me,
us.
and precious.
Yeah.
He is such a good
Yeah.
kid. He is a good.
But now he's a grown
He
grown
comes.
up.
He will come and hug me, or sometimes we'll walk. We would
Yeah.
call him walk, hugging me.
How old were you guys when you had your son?
I was 27. She was 25. When I,
Oh, wow.
so,
Okay.
yeah.
No. When I had Carlos,
Uh-huh.
I was 22.
No, mommy. You were older than that.
I was talking to my coworker, and he said something interesting. He has a grandfather who lives in a senior living facility,
Mm.
and Michael, my coworker, was visiting him, and the grandfather told him. Well, Michael asked him, "Do you feel old, Grandpa?" And he's like, "No. When I think of myself, I think I'm your age. Like when I look at you, I see me, and I think that's me."
Mhm.
So do you feel that you're older now, or do you have like an age where you think of yourself as that person?
We both think the same. We think we're still young. Because sometimes we have to stop her to do things. Because, Mom, my son goes, Mom, you cannot do that by yourself. You cannot do the same thing with me. I handle a lot of things, a lot of
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
And sometimes I tell people, the age conversation comes up to, and I said, I'm almost 80. I'll be 80 in September. I said, no. When are you going to stop?
But
I
the
enjoy
thing-
what I'm doing.
The thing is all the paper things, all the property, he take care of himself, all of those, but everything is in order,
Sure.
And I handle things at church and families and
Yeah.
friends. And
But you don't, so when you think of yourself, you don't think of yourself as an old person.
No,
Right.
No,
I can do everything
No.
still.
Yeah.
no.
That's awesome.
Physically.
The only thing when I think you are getting old is when your knees bothering you and you low back.
You can
But
feel it.
I have the same
Yeah.
rush to be doing things early in the morning. And
Mentally, you still have that same
Mentally.
feeling.
The
Yeah.
energy you have it.
yeah, the
That's
energy.
good.
Yeah.
In my case, I don't have any aches or pains. Thank
But
God.
he does, because he goes and sit down earlier. He sit down and sometimes get up. I need your help.
I'm more into. I take care of my body, my health, a little bit more than her.
Yeah.
She likes to do things. They know they're not going to be good. Like I became a vegetarian 40 years ago.
Oh, really? 40?
Yeah, 40 years
You're a
ago.
vegetarian?
Yes. I eat I
Carlos
eat
too.
fish
My son too.
once in a while.
pescatarian, yeah, yeah.
Pescatarian. I eat salmon, and salmon is the
Wow.
only one that I eat. I don't eat nothing else.
What did
But
you eat at our house when you were over?
Also, we have so many things to eat.
Oh, okay.
And your house?
Yeah. Oh, there were some lentils.
lentils,
Yeah. I was like,
salad,
that's a lot of meat.
naan, and all
Yeah.
kinds of things. I mean,
Yeah.
there's a lot of
I
food
used
to
to
eat.
make enchilada, chilo relleno. I know all those
Yeah,
things. And then,
Right.
and the good thing about it that I used to like cooking.
You still eat meat?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Very little. I don't cook
Very
it at
little.
home. I don't cook
You don't
it
cook
at
it at
home.
home?
No.
But I go to Morphy maybe
Yeah.
to make it steak, because we don't need it. Carlos is vegetarian.
Whenever she
He-
comes,
Oh, your son's a vegetarian as well?
Yes.
Yeah, both of them.
whenever
So
she wants
that's
to
why I
eat
don't have-
meat,
Yeah.
she will come and say, "I'll treat you. Let's go to eat." That means she wants to go where she likes.
Yeah, yeah,
And then I said, and I,
That's smart.
I
we
said,
go,
Yeah,
we
go
go
sit
to,
there and-
¿cómo se
Yeah.
llama? We go here
um,
and
wood grill,
Wood grill.
barbecue,
Ranch.
Wood Ranch,
Yeah,
But
Wood
they
Ranch.
make, they
Grew up
make,
in there,
they
yeah.
make
Yeah,
such
that's
a
where
good,
she loves to go.
they
And
make-
I have a salmon there,
Cállate un poco,
grill,
hombre.
grill, well done.
It's a good restaurant, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they cook it
Yeah.
the way you want it.
Yeah.
That's the only place that is kind of familiar of Argentinian.
Oh, yeah. Have you
steak.
heard of Gaucho Grill?
Yeah, we go. I haven't been going there, but we used to go. Yeah.
Oh, did you like it?
Ah,
Was it familiar?
Last time, no. Last time, I
Oh,
didn't like it that
really?
much.
Wood Ranch was better.
Hmm?
Wood Ranch was better than Gaucho Grill?
Uh,
There's a place in
cooked.
Glendale she loves to go to.
Oh,
Glendale?
yeah.
It's a very
Morphy's.
Morphy's is very
Morphy. They are
Argentinian.
Argentinian.
It's a small place, but it's
Okay.
really good food.
Huh.
Yeah.
Morphosis.
Morphy's,
Yeah.
Morphos. Okay, I'll have to check
Yeah.
it out.
and it's very close to
they are Argentinian.
Portos.
Near near the Portos there. Got it. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and it's very
But
good.
at
Yeah.
home we don't cook really
No,
meat,
yeah.
because I don't want to be eating by myself. So what I
No,
do,
yeah, of course.
I go
Yeah.
when I want
And
to.
out of respect, probably, yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
Aside from like maybe the day your son was born, the day you were married, is there a day that you go back to and you wish you could relive?
I think our wedding day was a beautiful day.
That was the day for you.
Beautiful day. Yeah. For us. And to go with your girl at
Yeah.
night,
Yeah.
and they say, look at her and say, now you're my wife.
Yeah.
Now we're going to go through life together.
Right.
And that's
And it was 6 months later, huh? 6 months after you were dating.
well, yeah, but
No.
You knew each other.
we
though,
knew
right?
each other
No,
already
no.
before.
Yeah.
We were already dating before, but then there was a break when I went back to school
Oh
for
God,
9
that
months.
was
No,
for
two.
1 month.
Was
6
about
months
3
after you
years.
moved back.
About
Yeah.
3 years after. No,
Got
3 years.
it.
He had to finish school.
yeah,
Almost
yeah.
2 months,
Yeah.
and then
It's almost 4 years
and then
later.
we came back.
Yes.
We had to work to
Yes.
raise
Save
to
money
get,
to get
to
married.
get money.
Yeah.
Do you think if you would have stayed in America, it would have been sooner?
Probably not.
Probably not.
I
same
wasn't
thing.
ready,
You weren't
neither
ready yet.
mentally nor
Yeah.
nor economically.
Got it, got
ready.
it, got it.
No.
Yeah.
He helped me a lot to go there, finish. It was something I had to get out of my system, and please my mom
Yeah.
and things like that. you
Yeah,
know.
but he worked 11 years in the hospital, and he was fired. I
Yeah,
don't know
right.
exactly today. I don't know why. But when he came home, I said, "Oh, good."
Yeah.
Why? Because he was ready to have his license for real estate,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and he was not doing it because for real estate you have to give a lot of time.
Right.
It's many times.
Yeah.
So now, when that happened, that was the best time that happened in his life.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's when, who he was rookie of the
My-
year.
Further.
Rookie of the year, the first year.
Right. That's incredible.
Yeah.
My last question is, what's one piece of advice that you wish you would have gotten when you were younger?
You think of anything?
Oh, yeah, it's asking you.
No,
first.
I'm asking both of you.
Oh, I mean.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm asking both of you. Yeah.
Okay.
I wish someone had told me that life was going to go really fast on me.
Yeah.
Because life went fast on me.
Yeah.
Even though we have done a lot and we have traveled a lot, we have done a lot of things. Still, I feel that if someone had say, "What's up? Your life is gonna go like that." I remember the day we got married, like it was last week. I remember our first apartment, and how my first car, my baby. When you go through life as a young person,
You live
thinking of cars and thinking of girls and thinking of this. But when the nurse comes and puts the baby in your arms, this is yours. Oh my goodness, your life changes completely. You say, wow, now I have this kid.
Yeah.
And many people are fortunate enough to have 2, 3 kids, 4 kids.
I want
Love
6.
them and keep them.
Mhm.
The only way you're going to enrich you're their role model.
You're right.
Whatever you do in life, they're going to follow after you.
Yeah.
You know,
You're their leader. Yeah.
you're their leader. You're the most important people in their life is you. No one can replace you. Could be anybody else. No one can replace
What would you
you.
have done different if you found out that life moves so quickly at a young age?
I don't know.
Well,
Several things. I had some. I've been very active in life.
Yeah.
He had,
Like when I went to finish my school.
Yeah.
I was elected as president of the student body.
Oh wow.
You know, and whenever I went,
Yeah.
I was, like she's saying, maybe I'm in some ways I'm kind of slow, but in some others, like I'm a leader in many
Yeah.
ways, and things like that.
Do you feel like you would have embraced the moment more?
The moment more,
Yeah.
embrace the moment more. Done some things here and there different also. Like everything you do, make
Yeah.
mistakes in life.
Right.
What about you, Rose? What would you have done?
done change.
Like if somebody, if there's one thing, one piece of advice somebody could have told you when you were younger.
Oh, you know what? I'm so pleased the life that God have guide me
Gave you.
gave me.
Mm-hmm.
That I'm so thankful that any other change, I think the change, no change. Why? Because I think I did. God helped me when my mom died. I did everything that I did because if I would have stayed there, who knows?
All right.
But God got me in a way that I'm so thankful about everything that I cannot complain. Said, "Oh, this is what happened to me." This, and
And she's
full
been a
life.
role model
And
also
in
for.
thankful life. And the thing is, I always keep because God have been good. I have always helped so many people. I met a little girl that she was 2 years old in Guadalajara, and I noticed that they were mistreating her, and I couldn't see that. So I kept always checking on that little girl after, even from here, even when they were in Mexico. And so that girl right now, she's like about 22 right now. And I always took care of her. And I want to make sure that she was well taken care, that didn't hurt her, that didn't mistreat her. So I will always go to Mexico, and I will go and see the parents and the girl, and I will get the girl outside.
Yeah.
We used to
She
spend
has a
1 or
regard.
2 days in,
Yeah.
in the hotel, and I will ask how are they treating you?
That's great.
Don't say anything
Yeah.
that we talk about it, because they might
It's incredible.
just tell me how you did.
Private.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So I always have been with that little it's like a daughter to me. I have always we go, we take clothing, money, buy cars. I don't
Yeah.
know how I did it, but I did all of that.
who
You're
managed-
satisfied with your life.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, I think so.
Well,
because-
thank you
yeah.
guys for coming.
Yeah,
Appreciate
thank
it.
you.
Anything else you want to say before we end?
Yes.
Yeah.
Two things.
Yeah.
Stay close to God every day, and look up after your home. If you're married, your house is your kingdom. If you're single, seek for that kingdom. Where you're going to be the king, and you're going to have a queen, and you're going to have a princesses and princes there.
Yeah,
And
look
treat
to-
your home as your best thing on this earth. You'll be better, and your society will be better. Our jails are full of kids from broken homes.
Right. 100%.
Those we
So
worry about.
and we love those kids, and we want to help as much as we can on those kids. But no one can help them but you, and you can prevent a lot of these things to happen if you settle on one kingdom only. You want to have several kingdoms and be wild and live, you're going to be a mess. You're going to ruin your life and ruin other people's lives.
And
That's
always
the-
help not yourself. Help other people.
Other people.
Those are the best. It's you feel such a satisfaction helping your family,
Right.
helping somebody.
We're not
the best.
alone in this world.
Yeah,
We have
exactly.
Right.
people
We have each
Yeah.
other.
each
Yeah.
other.
Yeah,
everywhere.
when we go to Tijuana, you walk in the street
It's
and
sad.
you see people asking for
Begging.
money.
Yeah.
And you see that in
people
every
go
country.
passing by like nothing.
And the thing about Tijuana is 10 minutes and you're in the
Yes.
U.S. and
Yes.
you're living
Yeah.
a completely
Yes.
different life.
Isn't
Yes.
it? It's such
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
so much
I've traveled quite a bit, and
Mhm.
you see that common theme, like you were saying, all over the world.
Mhm.
There's poverty, extreme
Poverty,
poverty,
Yes.
right?
yeah.
And coming from the U.S.,
Mhm.
regardless if you're in poverty here, it's not compared to poverty
Mhm.
of
Yes.
Mexico
Yes.
or Thailand or whatever,
Yes.
and it makes you feel grateful, right?
Mhm.
But I
tho-
think that's a big thing. You have to
And-
recognize
and-
that.
But
and
those
this-
people, there's a lot of rich people that can
Yeah.
help those minor
Yeah.
people. You
Yeah.
know?
Well,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
one thing also that we praise those that they have more money,
Right.
and that's a race that runs
Yeah,
in
no,
our society
Sometimes
on,
when
who has more money
it's,
Yeah.
than the rest.
it's
Who
funny
cares?
because
Right.
we go there. Those kids, of course, they're not poor right now because we get them education.
Yeah.
We,
Help
place.
them out.
But sometimes we go to the restaurant, and there's the best restaurant,
Yeah.
the finest restaurant. So we take them, and the kids, as you enter, they notice the difference when those kids come.
Mhm.
Because here in the United States, this is wonderful because it doesn't matter where you go. You could go with just anybody, nobody notice.
Mhm.
But it's like in Argentina or Tijuana, you go there, and they take those little kids or those, the mother and father, they notice the difference.
Thank you
Status
for
is very important.
thank you for the
Take them on
invitation.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
thank you for coming
Thank
We
you
on.
have
guys
many
for
more
coming.
things to share.
Absolutely.
So invite
Yeah.
us some other time, and
Yeah.
we'll be happy
Absolutely.
to
Oh, yeah,
come
thank
back.
you for coming
Thank
on.
you guys.
Yeah.
Appreciate your time.